Kim Kardashian is ready to date right now after her Pete Davidson split. Megan Thee Stallion, you and Carl are going back and forth, like Aaliyah said, back, forth and forth. And now Carl, she won $1 million of your dollars. I can't even talk today. And Demi Lovato, you need to tell us what your biggest regret is. Well, you actually already did that, and that's why I'm here, because I'm going to tell you guys in just a few seconds. Make sure you grab your tea, your flowers that you've picked from the garden, or whatever else you need to get into this right now. I'm gonna give y'all a few more seconds while I play this title sequence, and let's hit it.
Manifest, now I'm blessed. Life is sour, then it's sweet, like the lemon with the zest.
Hello, and welcome. It is me, your homosexual Courtney Revolution, and welcome to the Green Chair Chats. This is the pop culture kiki that you have been missing. Now, if you're new, you guys know that this is not like a little 10-minute video like my speculation, not confirmation videos. This is sort of like a 40-minute and up kind of discussion where me and you, the viewers, the revolution, sit down and get into all of these pop culture stories that I have freshly baked up here for you today. I just wanted to send some love to you guys right off the bat. I know notifications did not go out this morning. For whatever reason, I always like check from like my burner account, and I go on my page and I refresh until it pops up on my channel. And y'all, I think it just went up like 5 minutes ago. So if you are here right now, I am sending you all of the love, because that means that you follow my community tab on the YouTube channel, like I tell you, and you follow me on social media where I will post usually the morning of when I do these. So hi, hello, I love you. If you are here watching live, tell me in the chat where you are watching from. And if you don't want to do that, put some green hearts and crystal balls in the chat. And can you guys tell I'm excited? Because I know for a fact my microphone is on, because I don't see the chat doing the "we can't hear you" like last week. Also, sorry about last week. Whenever I like do like a mess up or make a mistake, like not have my microphone off, I trim the video so that y'all don't have to sit through like 2 minutes of me literally doing the intro in silence. And then whenever I do that, it cuts the chat out for whatever reason. So I can't like put the chat back up. I wish YouTube would change that. But it's a YouTube thing. It's not me. So if you are here live, you always get the full experience. And if you watch after, you may miss a goof from me, and then when I trim it, you miss the chat part out. So it's always fun to watch live, but it is more than okay if you have other obligations to watch it later on at night, because y'all know I'm a chatty patty. You could put me on like while you're folding laundry, or you're like making pasta, or like whatever you do that you do. Now, let's get on over to the Chizzy chat. I see you, Lady T Joy. Hi, Lady T Joy. I see you, Star 500. Star 500, you were like the first person in here, so I got to show you some extra love. I see you, London, Ontario, Canada. I got to get out to Canada. I've always wanted to try this is gonna sound so stupid, extra and touristy. I've always wanted to try like poutine from Canada, so I have to get out to Toronto. That's like my friends have been like, we gotta go to Toronto, and I'm like, heck yeah, because I need to go to Degrassi Land. Now we got Brandy sending love to Tampa. I've only ever been to Orlando in Florida, so I have to see some other places. Shout out to my girl, my longtime girl, Bam, 901 Erica. Hi, 901 Erica. You know I love to see all of my favorites when y'all pop up, my regulars of the revolution that have been here since, girl, I was even doing this even once a week. So shout out to you guys. I see you, Atlanta, Georgia. I see you, Texas. I see you, Alina, Asia, Sonia. Literally just got the notification that you were live. So glad I had my phone near me. Okay, so you just got the notification. Thank the Lord. Maybe they got sent out when I went live at 9:05. If you're just joining us, come on in. We ain't said nothing yet. So you're not even late. We're getting into it. Katie is saying we did a Starbucks run. Alice eating her breakfast while I'm enjoying some green chair chats. Good morning, Alice. Good morning to all of your children that you may be watching me with. That includes your pets, birds, snakes, dogs, cats, and the like. Shout out to you, Katie and Alice, because I also got my Starbucks moment going on right now, because I got up a little bit earlier to kind of make sure things were together. And I said, you know what? I've got some extra time. Let me run to Starbucks real quick. If you're watching, and even if you're not watching live, let me know in the comments what your coffee order is. Because mine is always like a little bit different from everyone else's, but I'm always curious. What is your coffee order? I just thought of my friend that also really likes coffee, and now I'm curious about his coffee order. Tell me. Star 500 said you have to visit Fort Myers. Is that in Florida? Let me know. I don't know where Fort Myers. Y'all, when I tell y'all, and then we're gonna get into it, when I used to have to do like geography class, like every year in high school or middle school, or whatever school it was, every year we would get like the test of like if you don't live in America or the United States, they would give us like a blank map of our country, of the USA, and we would just have to fill in all the states and the capitals. Y'all, I failed it every year. Failed it every year. Every single year. Like my school year would start off with my parents being like, damn, bitch, like again? Like your ass don't know where New Hampshire is again, bitch? And I'm like, y'all, it's a lot. Sorry, I'm a mess. Oh, Mr. Makeshift. Hi, Mr. Makeshift. Longtime viewer. My good Judy. Sending love to you, Mr. Makeshift. I love you. I love you. I love you. 901 Erica is avoiding schoolwork because she works best under pressure. Honestly, same. When I used to do this Green Church Chats 5 days a week, y'all, I literally would be working down like literally up until I pressed go live some mornings because I just didn't manage my time well. Now I'm a lot better. I do it like the night before. I just get up a little bit earlier. I get her done. Now, let's get into these orders and then we'll do positivity and then we'll jump into the show. Now, 901 Erica says, venti white chocolate mocha, almond milk, no whip, kids temperature. What does that mean? Oh, because sometimes the coffee's hot. See, y'all, I only drink cold coffee. My mom is a hot coffee girl. She can drink hot coffee like in 90-degree weather. I could not. Lady T Joy is a cold brew coffee with chocolate syrup and macadamia milk. I used to hate coffee, but cold brew is where it's at. And I hear that. Period. Katie said venti chocolate almond shaken espresso vanilla cold foam 5 shots and cinnamon dolce on top. I know that's right, Katie Gomez. Y'all, let's get into some positivity so that we can get into the stories. We've got Megan Thee Stallion, Demi Lovato. We've got Kim Kardashian news. You already know we're going to save Kim until down the line and get into that. But let's start the stream off with some positivity. More of like a hot tip, more of like a life hack some mornings, right? So this week, I want to give y'all the word of the week. This is like not a thing. I'm also not a school teacher because I feel like that when I say this. The word of the week is, or the phrase of the week is clear communication, right? When you are clear with your communication, you leave no doubt between you and the other person, correct? So I have been in friendships, relationships, etc., where I'm just always left wondering. I'm like, what's going on here? What are we? Are you mad at me? Are you this? Are you that? And I feel like lately, within the past year or so, I've really acquired some friendships where the communication is so clear that I never have to wonder where we stand. I never have to think twice about sending a text message. I never have to think twice about the rare occurrence that I may invite them somewhere. And I've really grown to appreciate and just find out what it's like to have clear communication in my interpersonal relationships. So be clear. And also, if you feel as though things are foggy and or unclear, don't be afraid to ask. Because I find, and I've been in the position where I don't want to know because I'm afraid of the answer, or I'm afraid of the relationship changing. I'm afraid of the friendship being altered. But then do you want to sit around anxious and worrying about the uncertainty? Of course not. So put your big boy, big girl, big person pants on, and you ask that person, hey, what's good? Hey, are you mad at me? You can, as annoying and corny as it is, I know some of y'all are out there. Some of y'all need to have the, what are we? Talk. Y'all need to have it because the lines are blurred. There's no clear communication, and your ass is up all night thinking about some shit that you might not even need to be thinking about. So I just wanted to, that's my big bro tip for the day. For some of y'all, I'm little brother. To some of y'all, I'm big bro. Either way, I'm the homosexual giving out advice, unsolicited. What y'all talking about? Brandy said, that drives me crazy. I need clear communication. Brandy said, I need for sure yes or no and be detailed if wanted. For me personally, y'all have heard me say this in the past. Maybe drives me crazy, but I'm patient, so I never let people know this. Maybe drives me crazy because I'm indecisive as well. So one of us has to be able to make a decision. Maybe to me equals no. It is always a no until it is a yes. And I will stand on that. I will unalive on that hill, period. Mr. Makeshift said, if there's no communication, just leave, period. Star 500 said, come on, Star. Don't ask a question if you're not ready to know the answer. I was taught that. And Star 500, you are 3 million, as our good sis Madison Hill would say, 1,000% correct. That is 1,000% correct. You got to be ready for that answer. You have to be ready for everything that lies on the opposite side of that answer. Y'all already know I get into the life stuff before I get into other people's life stuff. But Brandy is saying that is a true friendship / relationship when you can speak clearly and confidently with each other. And I agree. Y'all know I'm big on friendship. I'm big on loyalty. I'm big on, that's my thing. That's my shit, is the friendship stuff. And I really value the friendships where I truly, truly, truly can just like be myself. Y'all, I am just as shy and introverted when these lights turn off as I am extroverted and obnoxious when they turn on. And for me, in order to be my friend, you have to understand that this is for y'all. And when this, meeting the lights, when all this powers down, when the Megazord powers down, girl, Courtney is in the house. I'm the kind of friend where like you call me bitch and I just come over and just lay on your couch and you do whatever it is you got to do. Because I'm an influencer. I ain't got no 9 to 5. Yo ass got real 9 to 5 shit to do. And you just need like a sloth to lay on your couch so that you feel like you're Michael Jackson. You are not alone. Bitch, call me, beat me, bitch. But, you know, some people don't get that. All right, let's get into it. Cass, you're not late. You're right on time. You are right on time. I've been rambling for literally 10 minutes waiting for y'all all to come here. Let's get into it. I really appreciate y'all that love me because y'all know that I'm scatterbrained. But everyone, if you have a cup or your flowers, pick your flowers up and smell the flowers. And if you have a cup. Okay. Cheers, y'all. Let's get into it. Now, you guys know that I love this woman, Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is my favorite celebrity. She's my favorite rapper. She is just everything to me. I thoroughly, thoroughly, thoroughly love her and enjoy her. Well, you guys, I am so super excited to announce that Nicki Minaj has earned her first solo #1 song with Super Freaky Girl. Have you guys heard the song Super Freaky Girl by Nicki Minaj? I particularly love this song. And the reason why is it's because I feel like sometimes in music, we have a lot of the weapons, the strippers, which is totally fine. You know, the sad music, we're sipping lean out of cups, this, that, and the third. And sometimes I just want to have fun. Sometimes I just want to hear a song that I can imagine going around the roller rink a few times. And I feel like Nicki Minaj every once in a while in her career gives us that kind of song. She gave us Super Bass, she gave us Starship, she gave us Anaconda. And now it's time for that senior year, that fourth moment, that 3-pointer. And I feel like Super Freaky Girl was very much that moment for her. I love, love, love the song. So does Star, so does Katie, and so does Alice. Love Super Freaky Girl. Super proud of Nicki Minaj. This is the cover art. And on Instagram, Nicki wrote to the Barbs, "You did it, Barbs. You did it. I love you so much. Like so, so, so much. Thank you." And Super Freaky Girl is the first song by a solo female rapper to debut at #1 on the Hot 100 since Lauryn Hill did with Girls, You Know You Better Watch Out. Doo-wop that thing in 1998. And it also makes Nicki the first female lead artist to debut at #1 in 2022, the first female rapper with multiple songs to debut on top. You guys, what do you think it is about Nicki Minaj that just makes her staying power so consistent, right? Because we have seen so many times where fans or just the general public, they're not really feeling her. Or they're not agreeing with her comments, but no matter how the public treats Nicki Minaj, she just seems to have the persistence and the know-how to just stick around. And I wonder what you guys think, like from a celebrity, like what does it take for y'all to what does it take for a celebrity to stick around so long? Like I think of like a Joan Rivers who's been, well, God bless her soul, she had been in the game talking trash for decades. Wendy Williams even now, decades talking trash. Hopefully me. talking trash, decades, talking trash, decades. What is it? Is it the fans? Is it the fact that the music is just that damn good? Is it the fact that she's an artist, celebrity that is so in tune with her fans? Sometimes I just wonder what it is. Nicki Minaj has been together, like Brandy is saying, almost 20 years. Brandy did not say 20 plus years. I did not say 20 plus years, but Nicki Minaj has almost been in the game about 20 years. She's 15 now. And it's like, what does it take? It takes a lot. Mr. Makeshift is saying she's the literal pink print for Hollywood to develop. Sonia is saying she stays true to herself, and you have to love that about her. I agree. I think that even when you don't agree with Nicki Minaj's comments, like, I still feel love for her because at the end of the day, Nicki Minaj is going to do what Nicki Minaj wants to do. And that just so happens to be win. I bought all the versions of the song, the original, the Roman remix, the acapella, and I love a good acapella moment. Let me hear what's going on in the background. I didn't even hear the freaky girl like during the chorus. Like if you listen to the acapella version, there's like I don't know who that is singing. I want to assume it's Lunch Money Lewis, but I could be wrong. But there's someone in there going freaky girl, da na 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 na, freaky girl. Ugh. I'm addicted. Love it, love it, love it. Ayla Expose is saying, oh my God, Court, you just foreshadowed a potential vibe. Nicki and Lauryn Hill collab. Listen, I'm here for that. 100 million quadrillion %. Lauryn Hill is actually Nicki Minaj's idol. Like her favorite rapper is Lauryn Hill. They've met. Nicki bowed at her feet. It was a whole moment. Would you guys be here for a Nicki Minaj, Lauryn Hill collab? I think that it's definitely in the cards for Nicki. I felt like she's put in way more than enough time. She's earned way more than enough accolades to sort of earn that feature. And to be honest, y'all, I wouldn't even be upset if there wasn't a video for the song because we know that Lauryn Hill, sometimes she might not be where you want her to be at the time you need her to be. But if we can get her in the studio and get her and Nicki on the track, I think that would be awesome. I like what you said here, 901 Erica. She's saying that what has kept Nicki Minaj in the game this long is the ability to evolve. And I agree, 901 Erica. I feel like when Nicki first came out, she was doing a lot of rap stuff with her mixtapes, and then she did her features run where like a lot of the general public kind of got to know her, doing like a Jason Derulo collab, that Jay Sean, some of these metaphors, so we pop pills, like those early features, like the My Chick Bad. Remember that? It was like a year or something where she was just like on everybody's song, and then 901 Erica and everyone else, if you remember, after the super bass and all of that, she came out with that David Guetta Turn Me On, and no one even knew upon just listening to it that it was her, except for the Barbs. And I agree, 901 Erica, she has always consistently evolved. Once she kind of like exhausted the European pop stuff after Roman Reloaded, then she all of a sudden stopped wearing the wigs for a while. And then she put out that song Looking Ass, and she was like on the chair with the long ponytail. Nicki knows how to evolve. She's one of the queens of versatility. And although there are some artists out there that find a pocket or a sound and they kind of stay in that sound, I feel like Nicki Minaj will stay in a sound for a while, and then once everyone else has copied her sound or tried to create a cousin of her sound, then she switches it up back again. I wouldn't be surprised if Nicki ass wind up on Broadway. Now, I'm just not right now. I mean, down the line, she might end up on Broadway. But 901 Erica, I think that was an amazing point, the ability to evolve. And I think that goes for any artist that we have sort of had stick around in the past 10 years as their evolve. And let's be real, and then I'll move on. Not every evolution is a positive one. I think of, and we've discussed her in the past, like Katy Perry. I think about how she evolved. I Kissed a Girl into like the Teenage Dream. And then it was when she cut that hair off, all of a sudden people was like, oh, she's not sexy anymore. I'm not going to stream her music, this, that, and that. Poor Katy. Stream her music. What was the last album she had? The clown one? Smile. Stream Smile by Katy Perry, y'all. Period. Wait, Mika! Hey, Mika! Yes! That's my girl! We love Mika in this house. Period. My honey buns and I want to go rollerblading just to request Freaky Girl. We love it. You guys, I went roller skating for the first time in like 12, 13, 14, maybe, no, more than 15 years. Last time I went roller skating, I was like 8, and I'm 30 now. No, I was probably like 6. at Skate Key in New York. If that's still open, my cousin used to have birthday parties at this roller rink called Skate Key in New York every year. And I went to a roller rink with Savannah, my good Judy from the circle. Recently, it was like an event, and I still can't roller skate, but it's not as hard as I remember it. I used to go to like roller rinks and like stand on an arcade machine. Like if you've ever played the game Tekken or Mortal Kombat, and I would just spend all of my parents' money standing at the arcade machine in skates. I was that child. Anyway, Mr. Makeshift said, if Lauren were to feature with Nicki, that is iconic for the music industry. We will be talking for decades. I agree. Oh, so good. We need it. We need it. We need it. I love that y'all are all showing Mika some love. Amanda, you are right on time. You're not late. You're not late. You're right on time. I've been talking literally for 20 minutes, and 10 of those minutes have been not about celebrities. Mr. Makeshift is saying, what if Broadway ever adapted Roman and the Reloaded for a show? Listen, if Nicki wanted to sit down and craft the story about Roman and his beginnings in Moscow and make it a musical, I would be here for it. She would just have to do it. Because, I mean, my coins are ready. Star 500 said, I would love a play with Nicki in it. And honestly, same. I think it would be amazing. Has a woman rapper ever like done a big Broadway thing? We have to look into that, y'all. Well, I want to ask y'all an important question. It's that time of the show, y'all, where I start asking y'all questions. So get y'all hashtags ready. Here's the question. Are you the kind of person that lives with regrets? I think that that's a really good question to ask right now. Are you the kind of person that lives with regrets? Hashtag I regret, hashtag no regrets. Tell me in the chat. And if you're watching after, you can just comment. You can just comment hashtag I regret, hashtag no regrets. Are you the kind of person that is like, after a while, you're like, oh, I wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda. Are you that person? And there's no wrong answer, right? There's no wrong answer. You can be a regretful person and feel like, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or I should have done this that time, and then the next time I'll make changes, you know? Let me know where y'all stand. Are y'all a no regrets person or an I regret person? Fearless Beauty Queen, I am so glad to be back as well. I miss you guys. As you guys can see, you guys just bring light to my life that I just need. You got me feeling like, you guys make me feel, this is what, this is so extra. This is what doing the green chair chats makes me feel like. It makes me feel like, one, I have a driver's license and I am driving down the Pacific Coast Highway with no hat on. I just got a fresh haircut. The wind is blowing through my scalp and I have a Ryan Cabrera song, preferably Shine On, just blasting as I just speed down the PCH. I know people don't drive like this. I'd be right off the cliff, bitch. But yeah, I'd just be like, on the way, no, shine on, because that would make me so happy. So that's how I feel. Anyway, sidetracked. What are y'all saying? Okay. Amanda is saying, I regret. Alexandria, a bit of both. No regrets. Kayla saying, I regret, but how I learned though. Period. No regrets. A lot of no regrets. And that's okay. Brandy's saying no, a bit of both. I love Katie. Katie said, no hashtag no regrets. I did what I did. And I said what I said. If y'all haven't seen Real Housewives of Atlanta to hear that iconic line, you need to get into it. Period. And then Angelina is saying, I regret stuff I did in the second grade as a literal child. I hate hurting anyone's feelings. I'm the same way. Okay, well, you guys, I see one I want to read. No regrets. Everything you do in life is a life lesson to learn from and better yourself if you so choose to learn from your experiences. Getting into my Madison Hill voice. 1000%. I agree. Well, I asked you guys this question because I wonder if there are some regrets between these two ladies because they did not obtain a particular opportunity. Now, do y'all recognize these girls? Y'all recognize them? This right here is Allie and AJ. And first of all, icons. If you're a millennial and you watched Disney Channel at a certain point, then you know Ali and AJ were those girls. Please check out the songs Chemicals React, Potential Breakup Song, but Rush. What is it? Yeah, Into the Rush Now. They have hits. They also had the movie Cowbells on Disney Channel, and then Ali Mashaka was on Phil of the Future with Ricky Ullman, who we won't get into that. Anyway, do you think that well, let's get into the story. So Hannah Montana's casting director, Lisa London, revealed that the final 3 actresses who were considered to play the title character on the Disney Channel show were actually Taylor Momsen, Daniela Monet, and then obviously Miley Cyrus. So then Ali and AJ came out and they said, I adore Lisa London, but I have some tea beyond the tea to spill. That's what AJ said. Gary Marsh originally offered the role of Hannah Montana to Ali, and I was offered the role of Hannah's best friend, Lily. And then she wrote, I know this doesn't matter, but thought I'd chime in. And then Ali had previously discussed on a podcast about a year ago. And she said, I remember being so sure about saying no. I was just like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do a show about singing. I don't want to do a show where I play 2 people. I'm a solo artist, but in my real life, I'm actually a duo with my sister. I think this is going to be insanely confusing for people. What do you guys think about that? First of all, could you imagine anybody else but Miley Cyrus being Hannah Montana? Because I personally could not. First of all, let me be clear. I'm 30. So I want to say I haven't even seen every single episode of Hannah Montana. Like I think my Disney Channel reign kind of started or ended right after That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. I like distinctly remember that being like the climax, and then I just like fell into like a YouTube hole and like never came out of it. Obviously, here we are. But I see y'all saying y'all like no, but y'all can't see it. Tatiana saying Taylor is the goth queen. Like, could you imagine her playing Hannah Montana? Like, would we have ever gotten that? Like the goth moment from her? Because we know she had that moment on Gossip Girl. But I don't know. It's so hard to see any of these people being Hannah Montana. Amanda saying Daniela Monet would have been interesting to see as Hannah Montana. I agree. Katie's saying, nope, I can't imagine that. 901 Erica saying, I still think Miley would have been famous. Now, 901 Erica, I think that you make an excellent point, right? And here's what I wanted to ask you guys. Do we think that Hannah Montana would have been as big of a show as it was, or a movement, or as iconic as it is or was without Miley Cyrus? And just to answer my own question, and this is no shade to the other potentials that were like in the running, that had their fingers crossed, they'd already picked out their limited 2 crop tops. This is no shade to y'all. I just think that Miley, and maybe this is the reason why she was chosen, Miley wasn't just going to go and throw her little shake and go wig on and just best of both worlds. Miley brought the whole Cyrus family into the Hannah Montana brand. Like her dad is on the show, Dolly Parton is involved. Like you get what I'm saying? It's a whole thing, and I'm just not so sure if Hannah Montana the brand would have even exploded the way that it did had it not been for Miley Cyrus. 901 Erica saying definitely not. Mother's Lotus saying right. And then Ayla saying, I thought Billy Ray Cyrus was an executive producer or something. Like it was created for her and her dad. Guess not. So Ayla expose, I think, and don't quote me on this, I think I remember reading a long time ago that the show was like already a concept named something else. Like it was like named like Tammy, Texas or something. And then I think once they settled on Miley, then Billy was kind of like brought in, and I could be getting things out of order. Billy was brought in, and then they switched some things around the story to make it more closer related to like Miley and the Cyrus family. Don't quote me on that. But I just don't think it would have been that girl. It would have been a cute show, but I think it would have been lost in the shuffle like any of the others. It's like that's like imagine if like Shake It Up didn't have Zendaya on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like it just would have been like another Disney Channel show lost in the shuffle. No shade. Star 500, what you said? Miley is business savvy. I agree. I saw this clip of Miley last night and I had forgotten where I guess when she got to the VMAs and it was like something where her car entrance like didn't go right and Miley was ready to hurt that driver, y'all. So funny. So funny. Anyway, shout out to Miley and her bangers phase because that was my favorite Miley moment. A lot of y'all didn't like her during that and I said, Miley, you better twerk. Period. That was like in my Disney college program days. I was like, girl, they're just mad because Miley's turning up. And I was also turning up. A mess. Now, let's talk about someone who had a great album. Woo! Demi Lovato, bitch. Demi Lovato, girl. Woo! Let me tell y'all. And I'm only laughing because Demi Lovato is a celebrity that, of course, like with any celebrity, I don't agree with everything that they say, but I'm a little bit on board with this. So Demi kind of revealed one regret that she has in her life in an interview with the alternative press. And she said that she regrets filming the documentaries about her life and struggles. And she goes on to say, honestly, I'm really sick of watching myself. And I think other people probably are too. And if they aren't, then they can watch my music videos. I wish I would have waited until I had my shit figured out more because now it's cemented. Sobriety is what works for me and nothing else. My story's not done, so I want to be able to say by the time I've written a book, okay, this is me grown up. And in case you guys didn't realize, because I certainly didn't when I was getting my stuff and my materials together for this story, I didn't realize that Demi already had like 3 documentaries out already. I sometimes forget how long Demi Lovato has been in the entertainment industry and how her struggles have had a spotlight on them. Like anytime Demi messes up, for the most part, there we are talking about it. There's TMZ. There's gay ass Courtney on the computer. Like, you know what I mean? And I want to say I agree, right? I can only imagine feeling like you're finally getting yourself together and then being like, well, all my mistakes are out there and people are constantly reminding me of them. Like every 30 seconds, every damn tweet, y'all are saying something rude. However, I want to say that Demi's documentaries have probably helped way more people than they realize. It wasn't just for entertainment for some people. And I think that as rough as her story is, there are people who are still alive today because Demi decided to share their stories. You know what I mean? Very, very interesting. Have y'all seen all of the Demi documentaries? The only one that really, really sticks out in my mind is the one where she was like, I'm going to beat that bitch up. That's like my favorite. I don't even know if I should say favorite. That's just the one that sticks out in my mind because that line in itself is like iconic, even though that's like her real life. And we are sorry that you beat up that goddamn dancer girl. But I'm going to beat that bitch up is iconic. Shabria is saying, I feel for her, especially at her song 29, where she opens up about being groomed by Wilmer. See, Shabria, I want to say thank you because y'all, where I sometimes won't have the difficult conversations, I know that y'all will, and I appreciate that. I thought that was a very interesting song, and it made me very uncomfortable, Shabria. Can I tell you why? If this is your first time watching, like I've said, I don't agree with, of course, some of the things that Demi Lovato has said or done in the past, the rumored, alleged things, of course. But one thing I had always said on this platform and at previous jobs is that shit, I love Demi Lovato and Wilmer Valderrama together. And to hear that song and sort of hear her thoughts, it unsettled me and it did make me feel like, well, shit. I'm over here hoping Wilmer gonna break up with the woman he with and get back together with Demi ass. And Demi said, bitch, not in this galaxy. And I have to respect that because, I mean, you can never be on board with grooming at all. And it definitely makes me look at Wilmer with the sidest of eyes. Star 500 is saying, I have mixed feelings about Demi, to be honest. Totally fine. Totally, completely fine. For me, I think that I am at the age today where I can separate personal life with Demi anyway, personal life from the music. For me, that last album she put out was so damn good. Girl, what Finsta? The whole Max chapter, throw it away. Erased. Because Demi's album, if you're a millennial and your ass was emo from the ages of 14 to present day, when this live is over, if you don't get your ass on Spotify and play that new Demi Lovato record, I don't care if you hate Demi ass. Pretend like it ain't her ass and press play on that record, because that Demi Lovato record deserves a Grammy. And that's the hill I will unalive on today as well. Demi Lovato's album was so good that, to me, they deserve a Grammy. Drama and BS aside, because nobody is perfect. And of course, we're going to call out the BS because that's what we do here. We got to do that, girl. But wow, what an album. It's actually christening the City of Angels. Oh, a hit. Demi, make City of Angels a hit. I hope you hear this. I know you won't, but please make that a single. Amanda saying, it's a sad avenue these child stars have to go down. It's just a way too common occurrence. I agree, Amanda. I had wanted to be on reality TV since like before I was even 21. And I am so painfully grateful that nobody gave me a shot until I was like 28. Because the person I was when I was 21, girl, I would have been Demi Lovato times 50 million quadrillion, because I was just incredibly impressionable back then. Shout out to Tamra. Hey girl, welcome on in. Shabria is saying, I definitely understand. I feel like as a teen, we see being with an older man as cool and awesome. But when you become the age of the person who grooms you, you realize, well, shit, I would never do that. Period, Shabria. Period. It's like, I'm not even trying to be with somebody that's like 3 years younger than me. You see, there be some people out there, and it's no shade. If you're grown, consenting adults. But like the whole like, I'm 32 and your ass is 15, 16. That ain't it. And I really liked Wilmer Valderrama, and it just made me feel I was like in the gym listening to it, and I said, ooh, I had to put my dumbbell down. I was like, ooh, girl, I can't. Thank you for listening to the album. If you listen to Demi's album, come back next week. Tell me what you thought about it. I just really, Star 500 said, I do like Dancing with the Devil though. Period. I know that's right. Amanda said, yes, Courtney, we know how extra you were your whole life. See, Amanda, in case y'all don't know, Amanda has known me for a very long time. If you see her in the chat, everyone show Amanda love. Amanda knows, like, since high school, like, I've always been this. But like back then, I was like even worse. I was like think about the person you hate, the most obnoxious person you hate on reality TV present day. I was that times 5 in high school. Now I'm grown and I know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. I can't. Okay. Tyra Hunter said, I think the problem for me is there are so many artists I listen to, it's hard to keep up with them. Same. I literally have to live on Spotify. Music is my life, you guys. Okay. Now, speaking of music, let's get into something really briefly. Who likes DJ Khaled? And we won't spend too much time on him because, LOL, why? But who likes DJ Khaled? Because I don't know if I'm excited. That's rude. I don't know if I'm excited, but his album is coming out. And I think it's interesting how many people he decided he wanted to have on his album. He posted the track list, and I'll put that up in just a second. He posted the track list, and he tweeted this: the Holy Scripture. This is a gift to the world. This is a gift to the fans. This is a gift for us. God did. You guys, his new album has so many features. I mean, he's got Rick Ross, Roddy Ricch. He's got my girl Lotto. Who likes Lotto, y'all? I love her. She's great. I don't know what it is about her. I think it's the fact that she truly, truly, truly drinks her water and minds her business. And the music is good. She does it for me. I put her up there, not in terms of rap ability, but in terms of likability. She's up there with Sweetie for me. Like Sweetie never has to release another rap record, but I just thoroughly enjoy her as a person and a personality. He has 21 Savage, Jadakiss, City Girls, Travis Scott, and even more. Do y'all like DJ Khaled? Let me know what y'all. I'm crying. I was not looking at the chat before. Not y'all dragging DJ Khaled in the chat. Wait, hold on. This is my favorite show. Hang on, wait. Get his ass. He's annoying. No. Mr. Mix. Mr. Mix said, I can't even spell his name right. I just can't. Y'all. Mr. Make Sure said, everyone, I feel like his features are meant to make a statement. Here's the thing. DJ Khaled as a person, I feel very like about, but I feel like there's every once in a while he has like that one song and it has like 50 people on it. Not 50, like 4. And I'll be like, oh, what song is this? And I look and it's like DJ Khaled. Like, girl, what are you doing? Rejoice said, I don't understand why he keeps making albums. I agree. It feels kind of like overkill at this point. It's almost kind of like, no shade, Calvin Harris, right? Because Calvin Harris was supposed to slay us with this album or his single that he put out. And girl, I don't like none of it. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Keep it. Come back next summer. Give us a spring album. You should have held on to that for a couple more months. And Beyonce's out. Calvin Harris, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Ayla saying, talk about extra. Love DJ Khaled, but God did not bless me with his music. Kayla saying, real talent doesn't need that many features. I get why. I get it, but yeah, nobody would care otherwise. Y'all are hilarious. Angelina saying, if I had an ounce of that confidence, I would be unstoppable. Same. I mean, hang on, y'all. There are a lot of features on that. I just want to pull it back up for a second. City Girls, 21 Savage, Bounty Killer, Juice WRLD, Jadakiss, Lil Baby, Quavo, Drake, SZA, Future, Kodak Black, Don Toliver, Kanye, and Eminem use this gospel. Okay, we gonna sing to Jesus on that one. He done got John Legend on the damn album, y'all. He done got everybody on the damn album. So I guess the question I'm gonna ask y'all, since we're all so caught up on music here, are we gonna stream DJ Khaled? Are we gonna stream it? Yes, stream, no stream. If you're gonna give DJ Khaled's album a stream, if you're watching, you just joined us. Let us know if you are going to yes stream or hashtag no stream DJ Khaled's new album. And while you let us know in the chat, everyone take a sip. This is your sip stop. Hang on. I'm dead. Star 500. Star 500 said, girl, you're going to get 2 songs out of me. Take them little 5 cents, DJ Khaled, and get you a bacon, egg, and cheese from the corner, period. Oh, get him. Meh. It's a no for me. Bella said, wait, Bella. Bella said, never stream. Bella said, you ain't gonna get not one of my damn streams. Tamara said, hashtag hell no. Ayla said, yes, but not on Sunday, just to make a point. I know that's right. Chelsea said, no stream. It's like Brittany said, it's like a mixtape of everyone else's music and just DJ Khaled just saying his thing. Yes, Brittany, I agree. And I think that is the disconnect I have. Because what exactly... Get into my tank top today, y'all. Hi. What exactly does DJ Khaled bring to the table besides charisma? I'm not excited. You guys already know. If I see a long track list, I'm always gonna look for Nicki's name first. So like, it was no Nicki. I was already kind of like, The Lotto has me a little bit like, all right, I might check this out. But that's how I feel about it. Now, y'all, let's get into some of the meat and potatoes of the show today, right? I just wanted to feed y'all because, it's only once a week this show. So sometimes I might put some extra stories in there just to see what y'all think. But now, girl, we got to get into some things. We got to get into some things now. Y'all, Megan Thee Stallion is not playing around. And honestly, I'm not mad at it at all. Who likes Megan Thee Stallion here? Y'all like Megan Thee Stallion? Did y'all hear Traumazine, her new album? Did y'all see her new music video for She? Oh, wait, it's her. Why do I keep calling it She? If you guys haven't seen, hang on. Hi, if you're new here and you haven't seen like my 10-minute like little short video, speculation not confirmation, can we talk about how I literally in the last YouTube video I uploaded called Megan Thee Stallion's new music video She, the entire video? What is wrong with me? The song is literally called Her. My favorite part in it is she. Okay. Y'all, Megan Thee Stallion is in this heated court battle with her soon-to-be, what is it, ex-manager? What's his name? Carl Crawford, girl. Carl Crawford is trying to keep our girl Megan Thee Stallion locked up, y'all. It's really a mess. So this report is actually from People, and in the court documents obtained by them, attorneys for the Grammy Award winner, she was requesting $1 million in relief from her record label 1501 after claiming that the last filing argued that Something for the Hotties, her last project, did not meet the definition of an album and does not satisfy her minimum recording commitment. So the quote is saying, over the past 2 years, Megan and 1501 shared a long and tortured history of disputes with each other concerning Megan's recording agreement, including the unconscionability of the agreement in its original form, as well as disputes concerning the release of Megan's music. Now, the two have been able to resolve some of the disputes through the issuance of multiple temporary restraining orders against the defendants from this court. That's what the attorneys are saying. But a new dispute has arisen requiring further assistance from the court. Now, the filing claims that the record label argued that Something for the Hotties did not meet the definition of an album and does not satisfy her minimum recording commitment. A mess. They're basically saying that because Megan had all these little skits and freestyles that we've previously heard, that it does not count towards her official album commitments, y'all. So like, I think Megan needed to release like a handful of albums to be let out of her recording contract. And she's been trying to definitely feed that hunger and that commitment. But now her management is saying, girl, that shit don't count. We need more music from you so that we can ultimately in turn make more money. A mess. So the complaint is saying 1501, which is Megan's label, their new position taken months after the album's release is clearly a ruse in an effort to try to take further advantage of Megan and at great expense and in bad faith. And something else that's interesting, you guys, is Megan is also saying that 1501, the label, is actually the source behind her Traumazine leak. So if you guys don't know, before Traumazine was actually out and we were all able to listen to it, music videos and the like, the cover had actually leaked. I think some music had leaked from the album, and Megan is kind of accusing 1501 of doing that. So if the music leaks, maybe Megan won't make as much money. I mean, then the label doesn't make as much. The label doesn't make as much money, which is kind of weird. And then Megan has to create more music. It just seems like they're trying to keep her in a chokehold with this deal, and I don't understand why men think it's okay to prey on women. It's really a mess. Angelina is saying, this is so upsetting. And Star 500 is saying, I hate when labels do their artists dirty. So sad. You guys, I agree. It's really a mess, but it really actually doesn't even stop there at all. So the feud between Megan and Carl Crawford took a dramatic turn last night when Carl took to Instagram Live to claim that Megan is basically a fraud and not even from Houston. And if you guys know Megan Thee Stallion, she very much prides herself on being from H-Town, but Carl is saying that she is from San Antonio. And to me, girl, who cares? Because the music is good and Megan is great. But these are some of the tweets that Megan actually fired off. I think it was last night she had fired off some of these. She's saying, now I'm just a made-up character from Houston. Nobody in Houston knows me. I just started claiming Houston when I got famous, like it ain't school pictures and some more shit out in the world. When the hate don't work, they just start saying anything. Like, who is Ask Anybody? All them 18-year-old girls that you hanging out with at 42? Because they damn sure ain't gonna know me either. Then she said, I'm done responding. Stop bringing up where I'm from and bring me my money. Good night, internet. Do you guys think that Megan Thee Stallion gonna win this case? Do y'all think? Because I think she gonna win the case, girl. I think she gonna win it. I think Megan gonna take this man money and leave him very, very broke. And I feel bad for other artists who may have felt as though Carl is their way out. There are some artists out there that I just know through social media that are like signing to that 1501 label. And for me personally, as a grown ass adult, I look at the situation with Megan Thee Stallion and I say to some of those artists, girl, what are you doing? Girl, what are you doing? Because history has shown you signed to 1501, the label, you blow up potentially, and now you can't go nowhere. Because what was happening was Megan was trying to get with Roc Nation, and I think that she is. And as soon as she got with Roc Nation, she realized that all of the paperwork that she had signed with her previous label was BS. And now she's trying to get out of it. And all Carl and the label are proving to me as an outsider looking in is that they have been shady from the get. Because if they were really there for Megan and her mother, who was helping her develop her career from the start, they would let that girl go and applaud her and hope that maybe in the future, Megan would collab with one of their artists. That's sort of like an ode to her humble beginnings. But, you know, some people don't think in a strategic way, right? A lot of people play the short game and they never play the long game. It's wild to me, but it's also why the losers will continue to lose and the winners will keep on winning. Period. Mr. Makeshift said, they stealing her money. Brandy said, these musicians don't need labels anymore. Get rid of these big corporations that hurt the musicians, own copyrights, etc. It's sickening. I agree. It's like the stuff with the masters, like Taylor Swift and this whole, like, the scooter stuff with the masters. Like, girl, so annoying that there are people in control of music that you actually are writing yourself. It's so disappointing that people can't just go into the studio, make their art, and give it to the people that want to pay for it. It's discouraging. Amanda's saying they're just a dollar sign to these people. I agree. Erica Solano, hey girl, oh, that's my girl from high school. Hey Erica girl, hey girl, you know that's my girl, Erica girl. Sonia saying he's obviously taking how to be douche 101 lessons from Scooter. Girl, notice how we ain't heard from Scooter in a minute. We ain't heard from Scooter Braun in a minute. I don't want to put this out there, but let's take our crystal balls out. I wonder if when Taylor Swift wins the Shake It Off case in the spring, if we'll hear from Scooter coming out of nowhere. I just wouldn't be surprised. Shout out to my mutual that literally followed me. Bless Scooter's heart. Shady lady he is. Now, here's one more question before we move on. Would y'all see Megan Thee Stallion in concert? I wonder, would you watching this go and see Megan Thee Stallion in concert? Because I also found out something else that she tweeted was the reason why she didn't want to go on tour, and it makes complete sense, is because she wanted to make sure that she was in a situation with a label where she felt safe, obviously, and wanted to go off and do her thing and not feel like she was giving all of the tour money to a BS label. Tamara is saying, I would go see her. Listen, I just saw Megan Thee Stallion for the first time at Coachella, and y'all know how I feel about Coachella, but I thought that she was very great. Honestly, she came out, and although that Plan B song is so not for me at all, girl, what else? The performance itself, she was on fire. I think I'd spend decent money to see Megan Thee Stallion. There are some celebrities where, like, some musicians where I'm like, full on Degrassi. Whatever coin it takes, I'm going to see them. Taylor Swift, Nicki Minaj, top two. Whatever ticket price they got, girl, I'm going. And I'm going to be close. Period. Megan Thee Stallion, I'd pay a cute coin to go and see her. She's gonna have fun, charisma, and she's gonna have cute outfits. You know, Amanda would. Brittany is like me. I would, but I wouldn't be breaking the bank to do so. I'm glad I got to see her at Coachella because I got to see her and lots of other artists that I liked. You know what I mean? I think that was important for me. Angelina is saying, I'd want to make sure she's not being coerced and forced into doing anything. I agree. Tatiana is saying, why don't you like Plan B? Just wondering. For me, sonically as a song, it's just not for me. When I heard it, when I listen to rap music, I immediately want to have fun, like right off the top. And maybe this is me, it's coming from like a man's perspective. It's just not a song for, I can't relate to that. And I don't personally enjoy the flow on that. For me, I know a lot of women that love Plan B as a song, and I support Plan B as a song. It just is not making any of my playlists. Like, if I'm not singing it in the shower, I probably don't like the song that much. So, but shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I support her. I wish I had the picture of her in her Sailor Moon outfit when she was out in Japan. Yo, why Megan Thee Stallion got her ass up? Hang on, let's just talk about it real quick. Girl, Megan Thee Stallion got her ass up on this stage in Japan, dressed as Sailor Moon, and I was living for her ass, right? Then all of a sudden, Megan Thee Stallion turned her ass around and she didn't have no back to the skirt. Because you know Sailor Moon, she has the skirt, the blue skirt. Megan ass turned around and I realized she didn't have a skirt on, but rather our sister had on an apron. I was screaming. I said, girl. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion for creativity. I do support her. And I do want things with her Tory Lanez case to turn out how they are supposed to turn out. In terms of whatever happened that night, I want it all to be revealed, and I want whoever is in the right and in the wrong to get their just desserts. Now, Erica is saying, I always prayed you would do this. You're not talking about losers like people would think are losers in their high school. You always came to my lunch table and asked me why did I sit there, but you were still always so kind. Bam! Period! Words! Words from someone that actually knows me. Oh my God. Kind. See, I'm kind. A little obnoxious, but still kind. Star 500 said, my coins go to Panic at the Disco and Taylor Swift. Listen, one of y'all asked me to quickly discuss that Panic at the Disco album that came out recently. And I just wanted to say, I listened to it from top to bottom. I don't have favorites just yet, but I did enjoy it. It made me feel like, girl, I want another Fall Out Boy album. Remember when back in the day, if you're of a particular age, back in the day, you would hear a Panic at the Disco song and you would not know whether it was a Panic or Fall Out Boy. Me, I always knew. But the girlies in my class, they were like, girl, what is this? I said, girl, Panic. First shirt I ever bought from Hot Topic was a Panic at the Disco band tee. So shout out to Panic. Go and stream that album, Viva Las Vengeance, maybe it's called. Go on Spotify and look it up. Now, let's move on. I want to talk about, before we get into the Kardashian corner, let's talk about him. Harry Styles. And if you're new here, you guys know I love Harry Styles. I think he is incredibly talented. I think that he is a sweetie pie, and I like his clothes. Not gonna lie, I like his clothes a lot. But Harry is someone that knows how to be the center of attention while simultaneously just keeping his life kind of like private. But he did do an interview with Rolling Stone, and he opened up about how he was able to kind of separate the two. Wow, I cannot talk. And he said, I've never talked about my life away from work publicly and found that it's benefited me positively. There's always going to be a version of a narrative. And I think I just decided I wasn't going to spend the time trying to correct it or redirect it in some way. And like one of the main things that people talk about when it comes to Harry Styles, of course, is his sexuality. Like he's an artist that's gonna wear gender fluid fashion. You might see him in a dress. You might see him being dainty and soft, which I happen to love. But it has kind of like sparked this curiosity between like fans and the general public in terms of like what his sexuality is. And he told Rolling Stone, sometimes people say you've only publicly been with women. And I don't think I've publicly been with anyone. If someone takes a picture of you with someone, it doesn't mean you're choosing to have a public relationship or something. Now, what y'all saying on social media is he's dating Olivia Wilde from the film Don't Worry, Darling, and commented on social media how his fan base kind of criticizes whoever they believe he's romantically linked to. And he said, obviously, it's a difficult feeling to feel like being close to me means you're at the ransom of a corner of Twitter or something. I just wanted to sing. I didn't want to get into it if I was going to hurt people like that. And he said, and this is the part that I loved, right? He said that but one of the only people that he's able to open up to and find balance within like a normal life is talking to his therapist. And he said that he committed to going to therapy once a week. I felt like if I exercised every day and take care of my body, why wouldn't I do that with my mind? So many of your emotions are so foreign before you start analyzing them properly. I like to really lean into an emotion and look at it in the face. Not like I don't want to feel like this, but more like, what is it that makes me feel this way? Now, nah. That was a lot, of course. But y'all know I love Harry Styles. So I just wanted to say a couple of things. And feel free to kiki and share your thoughts in the chat on Harry Styles as well. I know everyone does not like Harry Styles, and that's okay. Star500 said, y'all don't hate me, but I was just talking about you. So I said, y'all don't hate me, but I'm not a fan of Harry, but respect him. Totally, y'all, if y'all don't like anyone we talk about, it is so totally fine. It's a safe space. Feel free to say it in the chat. It's totally fine. I just have a soft spot for him. I really like the music. But first, let me say this. It's no one's business, and this is my opinion, and you can feel free to feel differently and tell me in the chat, because this is our space. I don't think it's anyone's business what your sexuality is. In fact, I'm one of those people that feels like it'd be awesome to get to a place where one day we just like weren't asking people what their sexuality was. And I feel like just because you see Harry holding hands with a woman one day and then holding up a bi pride flag at a show that same night, it doesn't mean that he's either or. It's up to that person to decide, hey, I want to let people know XYZ. It's up to that person to say, I'm going to label myself as a member of this community. But I really hate when members of my community are trying to force someone to be a hero or a beacon of light or some sort of public figure of a community that they don't want to label themselves a part of. You get what I'm saying? Just because you're a potentially, maybe, hypothetically gay celebrity, bi celebrity, pan celebrity, demi celebrity, asexual celebrity, what have you, does not mean that you need to be the spokesperson of the LGBTQ plus community. I feel like some of y'all, not you guys watching, but some of y'all are so thirsty for an answer that y'all are willing to go online and belittle and bully somebody just because they don't want to come out. And honestly, what is it doing for your life to know what Harry Styles' sexuality is? Is it going to change your life? I guarantee you, your ass ain't going to sleep with him next. I guarantee your ass ain't going to date him next. I almost guarantee your ass ain't even going to see his ass on the street to even get that one-on-one interaction. So what difference does it make if Harry Styles wants to label his sexuality or not? Especially when there are people, not you guys, but like you online waiting to say some BS about how he's not gay enough to be a beacon for the community. He's not straight enough for this community. He's not. So I'm with Harry. Drink your water, mind your business, and sleep with whoever you want. Because at the end of the day, if you're not like financing or sleeping with Harry Styles, it's really none of your business what his sexuality is. That's just, hang on, let me step down off the soapbox. Okay, that's my soapbox moment. What do you guys think? That kind of stuff just like pisses me off. Y'all trying to bully this man into like he better say it, or there are way more deserving people that should be in Harry's position because they're willing to label themselves. Bitch, it ain't none of your you know what business. Because you're not going to sleep with him. You ain't have a chance before he even labeled him. He don't want you. So it's like, stop it. Sorry. Y'all know how when I get a soft spot for someone, I get into my Joker mode. All y'all could go home. I'm not doing it. Y'all better leave him alone. Okay. The other thing I do want to say before we move on is Rolling Stone. I don't like when publications like set up the artist. And first of all, I'm going to say I love Rolling Stone. I was in Rolling Stone. But they set Harry up by putting on his cover that he was the king of pop. Why would y'all put that up there, knowing that people were just going to be up in arms, angry as hell, dragging Harry? Harry didn't go up on the magazine cover and say, all right, babes, make sure y'all write the king of pop on the cover. He didn't write that up there. And now Harry getting dragged because Rolling Stone took it upon themselves to write he's the king of pop. That's like Rolling Stone. People in real life were upset, not online. People in real life were upset when Rolling Stone titled me the villain of the circle. Bitch, what villain of the circle? I sent home somebody that wanted me gone first. I used the power to the best of my ability to make it as far as I could. I don't think I was villainous. And a lot of people in real life were like, what was that about? And I'm like, girl, I just go with it because it's Rolling Stone. But I mean, Harry didn't ask to be called the king of pop. I don't think even he would consider him the king of pop, but I hate when Rolling Stone or publications set people up to be dragged by the internet. Okay, now shout out to Nori and her crystals. Harry's music is growing on me. He's okay. He fine though. Grab me a piece of that. I know that's right. I saw Harry Styles twice last fall. Floor seats. Beautiful man up close. Amanda is saying, I agree. It's a weird obsession that people have with one another, and it makes no sense. I agree. Brittany is saying, Harry is so real and down to earth. He has a huge calming quality about him. Who cares who he's dating and what his sexuality is? I don't understand why it's anyone's business but his. Brittany, they be going awful. And you know what it is? For me, what drives me insane is it's not even from what I've seen, at least on my timeline, women. It's gays. It's like gay men, mad as hell. Y'all, don't be mad that you wore a blouse to school in high school one day and you got bullied, and Harry Styles can wear a whole ass gown up on stage and the girlies are gonna cry. You get what I'm saying? Tears of joy. Don't be mad. It just seems like a lot of projecting onto Harry Styles. Harry Styles will come out and address tomorrow, and it don't mean a damn thing. It's just a tea. It's just a tea. It don't mean nothing, but y'all are trying to make something out of nothing, and that's why Harry don't interact with us online. I'm dead. Okay, Katie's saying people are weird. Randy is saying, say what you say, Courtney. We hear you and stand with you. Thank you guys for standing with me, especially when I go on my little tangents. I get real passionate about stuff and people I care about, people, places, and things that I care about. I just really get into it. Oh, is that Deja? Hey, Deja. Deja said, this is my first live. I'm happy to be here and your muscles look good. Oh, Deja, you better come on. You better. No, literally no muscle. I said, I feel like Matt from The Circle season 3. One day I'm going to be just like Matt. I just need to eat my veggies. But thanks, you guys. I go to the gym every day. That's not this morning because I would never have enough time or energy to get through the show if I went to the gym before, because I'd be, girl, we're going to hit that chest tomorrow. We're going to. Okay, now. I'm so corny, you guys. But that's why you watch. Now, I have a question. We're getting into the next story, but of course, you guys already know I need to ask y'all something. And no hashtag this time. I just wanted to ask you, when you break up with someone or you split, right? I'm not even saying you're the person that's like, we're breaking up. How long should you wait before you date someone new? Please tell me in the chat. Please tell me in the chat. When you break up with someone, how long should you wait to start dating somebody else? That's the question. Love you, Brittany. See you soon. That's the question. How long should you wait to start dating someone new after your breakup? Is it 2 weeks? Is it 90 days? Is it that night? Is it when it feels right? What is that time frame? Because I feel like a lot of people have a lot of different answers. A lot of people have a lot of different answers on this. So what's the time, y'all? Tell me. How do you know? Is it like you wait like 6 months and you like wake up in the bed like, oh, all right, it's been 6 months today. Time to date. I'm gonna take you on a date. Like you just wake up on the 6 month mark and all of a sudden Tinder and Bumble and Grinder and Scruff and everything else is just on your phone now. Oh, I see. Oh, y'all talking. Let me get it. Oh, girl, let me get on over here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Amanda saying, haven't done this in about 13 years, but I waited 3 weeks. Ooh. Hey, when you know, you know. Rejoice saying 5 months. Cass saying no time frame, just when you are ready. Kayla saying, I'm so excited to answer this. My boyfriend cheated on me. I found out on Thursday. Broke up with him and went on a date last night, living my best life in him. Kayla Cakes, I know that's right. Kayla Cakes, I know that's right. Let me get the brush. Kayla, shout out to you and your life that's brand new. Oh, Kayla. I am so happy for you. Also, I did that and I literally have the microphone right in front of me. But I don't want to make it unplugged. Anyway, I know that's right, Kayla. Kayla said, wait for who? She said, you only live once, bitch. Period. Mr. Makeshift said, wait until you're ready for something else. I agree. Shabria saying, I think it depends on when you feel comfortable and ready. Okay. Nori said, get into it, Nori. Nori said, you only live once. Right away, LMAO. Now, sex is different. Sex can wait. Big difference between casually dating and then getting freaky deaky, like the Doja Cat song. And Katie is saying, until you feel ready to date someone else, if it's the very next day, then go off, sis. Deja's saying it depends on how bad the situation was, but I'll wait like a few months. And I think that's a good place to dive into the story. Because I guess it really does depend. Because I feel like when you break up with someone, there has to be, depending on what the breakup was about, there has to be some sort of like healing going on, right? You have to like take a moment, get back to yourself, look inside yourself and be like, okay, who am I without this person? Who am I going to be when I find someone else? And what are the qualities in a person that I want to date next? Very, 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 very interesting stuff. But we're going to talk about Kim Kardashian because Kim Kardashian is ready to date, y'all. Pete done hit that curve. Look, Pete done dropped to one knee and said, Kimmy, let me put my little Kim voice on. Kimmy Blanco. Sorry, I'm stupid today. He said, Kimmy, will you marry me? And then Kim said, no. And kicked his ass to the curb. And now she's already ready to date you guys. But honestly, I don't know if I'm really surprised. Now, E! News is reporting that a source has told them that Kim has plenty of options, adding that all of her friends are constantly trying to set her up. Now, Kim does have some sort of an idea for the type of partner she wants. And the source is saying Kim's expressed she's ready to date someone older, but it has to be the right person who understands her life. She isn't compromising her freedom right now. And listen, you guys, I cannot be mad at Kim feeling like she wants someone that's a little bit more mature, someone that maybe has more know-how in terms of handling her life, her schedule, her children. Who? Because sometimes it's not only about do we get along? Sometimes it's about do we get along and do they fit in with my life, right? And maybe Kim is looking for someone that fits into her life a little bit more. It just feels like her and Pete like just broke up. And I mean, it's none of our business, of course, except, when I go live, now it's our business. But whoa, my chair went down. But I'm so stupid. It just seems really soon. I wonder, like, Kim, were you like mentally checked out of this relationship long before the official breakup? Because I just wonder, or maybe Kim is like feeling like y'all, like life is too short, girl. Girl, before you know it, we could be in another quarantine, and I need to already have my picks, my bench picks, ready to come up off that bench. You get what I'm saying? So maybe she's just like, maybe her and Pete weren't even that serious. And like the media made it like this thing when it was so obvious that maybe Pete was just a rebound. Kim kind of told us Pete was like a rebound, didn't she? She said she was just kind of like DTF, and then here we are. So, I wonder, you guys, who's the next man that Kim Kardashian is going to date? Tamara saying, Courtney says, did you javelin some libations today? Tamara, let me tell you, I need a libation. I am just straight off the venti, girl. Straight off the venti today. A little caramel, a little cold foam. Kayla Cakes is saying, I don't think she was ready for a relationship at all. It's just a matter of why be lonely? Hey. Yeah. Kayla, you bring up a really good point. Mr. Makeshift is like, girl, child boo. He was like, it was just a year or so. He was like, girl, why are we even making a big deal about this? Mr. Makeshift said, on to the next, girl, on to the next. Listen, Mr. Makeshift, some people don't even make it 3 weeks, let alone a whole year. I feel like a year is a long time to be putting up with somebody that you don't even want to be with. I feel like in this day and age, y'all, if I don't want your ass, I am not about to hang out with your ass. Period. And I think that that's a sign of maturity, even in friendships. Like, if not even gonna get into it because I already know the girlies are watching. But I feel like there are people that kind of like try to like force their way into your life, like, bam, move out of the way. I'm in your life. I am your best friend now, and I ain't going nowhere because it's you and I to the end. You kind of have to like, it's not what I want. You might gotta Kim they ass. Oh, you gotta go. And I feel like maybe that is the situation of what was going on. I want to know why Pete keep proposing to people. Because didn't you propose to Ariana and then she left you, and now you allegedly proposed to Kim and now she left you? Pete, you gotta let it rest and let it marinate. Maybe is this her name from Bridgerton dating somebody? Wasn't Pete with her? Remember when we were talking about Pete dating so and so Dynavore from Bridgerton? Why can't I remember her name? So and so Dynavore from Bridgerton. Maybe he needs to go back with her. Maybe he needs to rebound with her before he gets into another situation. I don't know, you guys. I want both Kim and Pete to be happy, and Kanye and the children. I just find it very interesting that this report is coming out, and then we just got a trailer for another trailer for the next season of the Kardashians, which doesn't really seem like there's a lot going on. A lot of the same old. I want people to get to know the real me. Girl, we don't even care at this point. We just want a good TV show. So hopefully they are delivering, but we'll just have to see. Rejoice is saying Pete needs to wait for the 2-year mark because clearly 1 year gets the ladies fleeing. Yeah, I agree. I literally can agree. Mother's low. What you saying, Mother's low? You're saying poor Pete? Totally okay to feel for Pete. Maybe he's someone that is just like intense with his feelings, right? Like, I'm a person that's like intense with my feelings. So sometimes I bottle them up until I feel like it's the appropriate time to like share, because you like can't be safe with everyone, girl. And maybe he felt like he was safe with Kim and he was able to just be his all or nothing self with her, and he read the situation wrong. You guys, it is a very important skill that not everyone has, but if you cannot read the room, you are destined to misstep way more than others. You have to kind of have that ability to know, read the energy, and know if it's okay to be dropping to that knee and opening up that little case with a ring in it. I'm just saying. I don't know. Katie was like, he needs to stop proposing. I wonder if he'll ever get married. I honestly wouldn't want to marry someone who proposed to almost every relationship he's been in. Now, Katie, because I'm unsure, how many relationships has Pete been in? Because it would have just been Ariana and Kim, right? Maybe, and not saying that this is the case, but y'all know me. I can guarantee you there is someone out there right now, because there's someone for everyone, right, Katie? And y'all, there is someone sitting up here right now like, damn, Ariana, damn, Kim, I can't believe they fumbled that bag like that. There is someone that's sitting at home right now like, I cannot believe Kim Kardashian and Ariana Grande let Pete Davidson go. No shade. I'm sure he's very nice. But I'm sure, So I hope that he finds that person and he can get married if it's genuine and it's someone that he really wants. But I mean, only time will tell, Katie and everyone. But you guys, I think I'm gonna get on out of here. That's all the stories we got for today. Thank you for tuning in and for watching. You guys know I have a podcast called Homecoming Queens with my bestie Savannah from The Circle. The link to that is down in the description box below. Follow me on social media, especially Instagram. That's where I always let you know on my Instagram story when I'm doing the live, in case you guys don't get a notification. If this is your first time watching, please click the thumbs up button. It means the world. Subscribe. And I will see you guys next Wednesday at 9 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for another episode of the Green Chair Chat. Don't you forget that the world keeps spinning, and so shall you. I love you down, you guys. I love you down. And I will see you guys next time. Be cute, stay nice, and call your besties. They might need you today. So, bye.